Dan O'Brien just over 2 million with 2,040,000. Patrick Bruel with 2.445 million. Josh Neufeld with about 1.96. Glenn LaFleur has 1.85 million. Adam Friedman with about 1.4. Mike Rocco looks like the chip leader with about 3.5 million in chips. Looks like they raised 65,000. Michael Rocco on the button makes the call, and it's up to Dan O'Brien now in the big blind. He is pulling out chips for a re-raise here. And Dan O'Brien is going to re-raise to 250,000, $250,000 total. 185 more to Glenn LaFay. Once again, we're just going to lose one more player, and then we make it to the final 6. Bag it up for the day, and the players will return tomorrow at 4 p.m. If any of you are in the LA area, come by around 3 p.m. We'll get you in for that final table viewing. This is the 12th season of the World Poker Tour. Commerce Casino and the LAPC has been here for all 12 years. And tomorrow we will crown our newest LAPC WPT champion. Glenn LaFay folds, and the action's back to Mike Rocco. Once again, 185 more to Mike Rocco, our current chip leader at this moment. And Mike Rocco's going to make the call. Heads up on the flop. Flop is 10-9, 8-2 diamonds. Action to Dan O'Brien now. Dan O'Brien's going to check over to Mike. Looks like Mike Rocco bets 175,000. Dan O'Brien's going to make the call. Turn card is the King of Clubs. King 10-9, 8-2 diamonds. Dan O'Brien checks again. Action to Mike Rocco. Mike Rocco pushes out a stack of quarters. Gonna get a count on it. Looks like an even 400,000. 400 400,000 bet by Mike Rocco. Action back to Dan O'Brien. Dan O'Brien came into day 5, 18th out of 18 in chips, 129,000 to start, and he's now made the final 7. It's 400,000 over to Dan O'Brien. No matter what happens, tomorrow we will crown a brand new WPT champion. Robbie Raghavan finished in 19th place. He was our last Champions Club member in the field, was eliminated yesterday in 19th place, which brought us to today's final 18. So tomorrow we will crown a new WPT champion. Where the world comes to play. Mike Rocco has just called the clock on Dan O'Brien. Dan O'Brien is now on the 1-minute clock. Once again, 400,000 bet by Mike Rocco on a King 10-9-8 2-diamond board. Dan O'Brien has a little bit less than 1.7 million behind. 400,000 represents a little bit less than a quarter of the stack.
30 seconds.
Down to 30 seconds for Dan O'Brien to make his decision. You can cut this tension with a knife. It's so thick right now. The 10-second countdown has been hit. Matt Savage is calling it down. And Dan O'Brien's making the call. All in a call. 2 aces for Dan O'Brien versus the King, Queen of Diamonds for Mike Rocco. Rocco has a pair of kings in the flush draw. And he makes a diamond flush on the end. 6 of diamonds hits the river. 2 aces. Dan O'Brien makes the call with the best hand. 2 aces. Mike Rocco with the King, Queen of Diamonds with a pair of kings makes a rivered flush at the end to eliminate Dan O'Brien in 7th place, and we are now done. We have hit our final 6 here at the LAPC.
Congratulations, everybody. I just want to hang out 1 second. I'll give you all some sheets to fill out. I'll give you your interview time tomorrow. My name is Adam. I'm sorry. Congratulations. My name is Adam. are going to be the final table. Really my team that like to be able to come out, most of the science and interview tonight. That way, you'll be able to come in on the green screen live. That'll be just a couple hours before the final table.
At what time is the final?
The final table videotaping will start at 3:30. That's when Mike, Vince, and Linville Martin will do their introduction. But the interviews will start a little earlier than that.
So at what time should we be there?
I'm going to give you that stuff. Hold on one second.
Talk about that. It's not 12. So.
Yeah, they said they'll give us different interview times.
All right, guys. My first. Your first. I missed this. I had all the other final tables that don't miss.
And you guys will not be redrawing for seats. These will be the same seats you have tomorrow.
How are we allowed to bring it? Like, how many guys?
31.
All right, I gotta go send an appointment out to get this shit.
There you go, Chris.